Hey man, what it do YouTube? It's your boy back again with another video. Alright, Trish, back at it again, you know what I'm saying? If you want to get the early access, I'll be doing mine late, hour late, you know what I'm saying? Late in general. Go check them out, link in the description, you feel me? On that way to 4K, let's get started. This roadmap for zombies and multiplayer. So that's what's right here, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to it.
Welcome back to a brand new video. So today we have information on the Black Ops 7 multiplayer reveal trailer. Now I know we've seen the direct, we've seen some footage of Black Ops 7, but what we've seen so far is actually the story, the campaign, all the wacky crazy stuff with like the super jumps and like the giant people and the buildings flipped all around. That's actually been campaign the entire time, and I feel like this is what Call of Duty needs in order to reveal that Black Ops 7 isn't as unrealistic and as weird as people are seemingly thinking that it is. So Call of Duty actually posted a roadmap today and they gave us some more information.
Let me speak on that. They're realism. Everybody using that term, realism. That's people that came. I'm telling you, nobody was talking about realism before 2020. Even during 2020, people wasn't talking about it. That came in 20. I'm telling y'all, when COVID messed up gaming. That's when it really went mainstream with Fortnite, Warzone. Well, can I say 2K20? I really can't say 2K20 or Man 20 because those were still in community base, you know what I'm saying? But 2020, that's when all that dumbness started, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's where you got people that think they are gamers coming in and telling they don't know. So realism, bro, Call of Duty ain't never been realistic. We ain't respawning, you know what I'm saying? Going out in a real combat, shout out to the people in the military. You ain't going out in there in real combat, you get shot, boom, you die, you come back and no, bro. That takes the realism all the way. you ain't dropping the biggest street as one of these, you're not dropping that shit. You know what I'm saying? As one of these units, you're not dropping. I ain't gonna lie. But only thing with me, bro, the game's got to be good. You know what I'm saying? Gameplay wise, I don't care about the skins. I'm not one of them. The skins are ruining the game. I'm not that, bro. Gameplay. We had all type of wacky stuff in BO3. That's one of the best Call of Duties. Come on now.
Going on in terms of the Black Ops 7 reveal, the multiplayer showcasing, and all of that good stuff. And then before that, we actually ended up getting more marketing for zombies. So Treyarch went ahead and changed and updated their profile picture to this unknown perk. Now, we have no idea what it is, but lately Treyarch has been revealing and talking about zombies nonstop. It's like a sort of zombies week that they've been doing. And so we know that this is a form of a zombies perk. Now, at the moment, I don't think this is something we've seen before in the game, so it can be an all-new perk that we've just never seen before that could have special abilities, but they haven't really mentioned or talked about what this could potentially be, and it probably is going to be included in the blog post for zombies that they plan on posting next week. But other than that, they then posted some images over on Twitter, and this is what they said: "Don't look back, #zombies." And then they had two different images. So first off, you're in the Wonder Vehicle, and then it says or showcases the rear view mirror, and then it says objects in mirror are deadlier than they appear. And then you have these creatures. I have no idea what they are. Some people were saying maybe they're like a form of the denizens. If you guys remember the denizen in the actual transit map that we had, they were a little smaller than this and had much bigger heads. They're like crawlers, but like denizens mixed with like a crawler zombie in a way, and they just look completely odd. It's a new type that for sure we haven't seen in the game before, because most of the comments couldn't really recognize what this was in the first place. So that's the first image that they posted. And then the second one, which is the right side of the rear view mirror, and this showcases a new zombie type. This is not a hellhound, this is a bear hound. They didn't really give it an official name, but it could be like a zombear or something like that. And that's cool. Another new enemy type that we're going to be getting. And then they also had posted the official poster for Black Ops 7 zombies, showcasing that zombear, showcasing some different POIs, the main enemy or the antagonist in the center, and then there's also the Wonder Vehicle, which they've sort of been hyping up quite a bit so far. But that's the first thing that they ended up posting in terms of zombies, and I guess finish.
That's the beard. That's the these the little niggas and that was in that day. That little beard. Okay. Yeah, they was the distance in Black Ops 2 was a little bit smaller. I ain't gonna lie, they was like a foot smaller than this. It was like right here. It's straight height. You see where my cursor at? Straight hip down. You know what I'm saying? Head, fat as hell. All right. Beer, it's gonna take it. Round base, round 5, How many of y'all spawning these, huh? How many of these are spawning? How many are spawning?
Off this week, it being a Friday. Now, the thing is, the marketing doesn't officially stop here because later on, Call of Duty's official page at around 10 a.m. ended up posting this. Mark your calendars, the road to the Black Ops 7 beta is packed. And then they posted a roadmap photo. So it says Call of Duty road to beta. We have a couple of things here. The first one, it says September 22nd is the multiplayer reveal trailer. And this is something that does always...
This is in a couple of days. Nigga, this is literally Sunday. They're like profit too.
Happen with Call of Duty World. They'll first start off with like a little teaser. You won't really understand too much what's going on, but it has to do with like the lore, the campaign, and the story. Then after that, they have the official gameplay reveal. Now, mind you, the gameplay reveal usually causes the most amount of confusion because, for example, they ended up doing it this year at Gamescom, and a lot of people saw the footage and automatically assumed that the footage that they were looking at was a multiplayer. But usually what Call of Duty does every year is the actual gameplay reveal trailer focuses on campaign. So everything, the majority of footage that you're looking at there is campaign with a couple of seconds of multiplayer shown at
random times.
That's shit Monday, so I'm gonna drop this pretty quick. I got more I need to drop.
$28 or more when you join for just $1.
We probably gonna see more guns. Hopefully we see some of the guns that are not, you know what I'm saying, refurbished, reused. Hopefully they look cool. Hopefully they are good. Hopefully we are able to use them in a rank. Cause I know how y'all like to do. Y'all like to get rid of guns. CDL, you know what I'm saying, the pros. Hopefully can we at least have a hoopla guns, you know what I'm saying? At least per category. Say if y'all finally add snipers back into it, you know what I'm saying? Can we get one? Can we get the DSR? You feel me? Big slow. It's I ain't gonna think it's gonna be the fastest, but it's gonna be the slowest. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking the DSR. I already know the M8 for the ARs, but total I'll say like four. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a good. So if you want to use this one, or this one, you can use either one and go crazy. I'm saying, same with the SMGs, you feel me?
The very end, but you can't really tell the difference when you're looking at it for the first time or say like a casual person sees that trailer. So that's why I believe all the hate stemmed because this is what the majority of the casuals saw is this weird stuff going on in this trailer. Well, Call of Duty has confirmed that we have the multiplayer reveal trailer that's going to be going live on the 22nd, which is just a couple days from now and is actually this upcoming Monday, which is usually posted very early in the morning. That's when we're actually going to see the multiplayer maps, the operators, the weapons you're going to be able to use, the different sorts of features like the score streaks, kill streaks, and things like that. And I'm not gonna lie, this is where I feel like the Call of Duty sentiment may change a little bit depending on what they see with this reveal trailer. So this is gonna be a very, very big day for Call of Duty because if the actual gameplay of multiplayer looks bad, then it's gonna put that nail in the coffin to where people are like, okay, I'm not getting this game. I don't care anymore about it. But
one thing about that, a lot of people do have Xbox Game Pass, so they're gonna say, "Oh, I'm not getting it." But you got Xbox Game Pass, you basically get it for free. They're gonna have it. So then, if the people that's not getting Call of Duty, they're ass at the game already, but they're not really Call of Duty players in the first place. What you mean? I was playing World War II. Yeah, that game was ass, especially at the beginning. When they fired old boy and brought in somebody new, he fixed it. It was too late. The game was actually good when, you know what I'm saying, they fired, but it was too late. I ain't gonna lie. MW2, I bought that, played that. That game trash. It didn't stop me from buying MW3. It didn't stop me from buying Black Ops 6. Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? They don't play games, bro. Come on.
If the actual multiplayer reveal trailer looks good, it's grounded, and people thoroughly enjoy what they see from this trailer, then they might be open to maybe trying out the beta, maybe actually going out of their way pre-ordering the game. And then that brings me on to the next few things that they have lined up in their schedule. So the next thing is the Zombies reveal trailer is going to be going up 2 days shortly after that. So that's going to be on a Wednesday. So this is pretty much what all the marketing for Zombies this week has been leading up to, because not only are we going to get the Zombies reveal trailer, but most likely that same day is when they're also going to drop the blog post. I feel like they're also going to do the same thing with the multiplayer reveal. So they'll have additional images, additional information for those of you guys interested in either multiplayer or Zombies. Both modes are going to be eating really good in terms of info next week. And then after that, they have the COD Bowl, which is going to be on September 30th, along with Call of Duty Next. And that's like where you get to see the full-on gameplay, where there's like no cinematics or anything featured with that, but it's good gameplay that you see from your favorite streamers who are invited there. There's also Warzone being showcased. Every mode gets a little piece that is revealed, and then there's usually surprises that are often announced there. So if there's like a big map returning, or if there's anything surprising going on, that's going to be when we're going to figure that out and get intel on it. And then after that, they have the World Series of Warzone global finale on October 1st. And then following that, the next day is going to be when the beta begins. So early access, if you have codes or the Game Pass, will begin on the 2nd to the 5th. So you'll be able to jump in right away. If you don't have a beta code or Game Pass, you're going to have to wait until October 5th until the 8th. Now, Call of Duty usually gives out thousands of codes every single time, whether they go live on Twitch and then just start dropping a bunch of codes, or they usually have these like links that you can click on and then instantly get a code through there on Twitter. So
I'm wondering, are they going to do it like Battlefield? Because y'all remember Battlefield, if you was watching, I was watching my boy Ricky. Shout out to Ricky. I got my code through him. All I had to do was like watch an hour and 45 minutes or like 40. I don't remember. I got to play the beta early just off of him giving me a code, all that. Is y'all going to do it like them? I'll be, you know what I'm saying? Have certain people playing through their early access, you feel me, streaming it on Twitch, it be like drops, you feel me? So if y'all not, you know what I'm saying, used to going on Twitch is very useful, especially if you're a gamer, because you get drops, all that. So it's like I play Mad, I get packs off that shit. Same with 2K, I can get boost, double XP coins, all that. You know what I'm saying? They probably gonna do something like, hopefully they do something like that.
I would recommend that you just turn on notifications. I do have a video going specifically over the beta. We'll talk about how you can get beta rewards and free beta codes and things like that in an upcoming video. But that's the current marketing and the lineup that we have for Call of Duty at the moment. Now, one last thing I want to talk about, bringing us back to the multiplayer topic, is Treyarch did pin this post where they summarize everything you need to know about Black Ops 7 multiplayer. So before the reveal trailer in itself, here are some things that you should know. First off, there's going to be 16 6v6 maps at launch, plus 2 additional 20v20 maps. So that means there's a total of 18 launch maps for Black Ops 7. Then there's going to be 3 BO2 classic maps that are set in Japan. We already know that's going to be Raid, Hijacked, as well as Express, and then we had images for them already being showcased. There's going to be a new arsenal of 2035 weapons and gear, and there's going to be a total of 30 weapons available on the first day at launch. Then they said including some BO2 inspirations, for example, the M8A1, the Peacekeeper, the DSR. Those are a couple.
They might drop the but please don't drop that ballistic knife, gang. I don't want that shit. I want the ballista. You know what I'm saying? Season 1 ballista coming in. You feel me? Hopefully. So if not, have that bit for the DLC, man. Please.
We've talked about in the past. 16 weapons never before seen in the franchise of Call of Duty. So these are going to be some weapons that are all original. Should give you a completely different experience. They did something similar to that with BO6. Then we have overclocking your equipment, field upgrades, and score streaks, which is like that new feature to where you're now going to be able to make your equipment even stronger and your field upgrades even stronger. And this rewards players who actually use these score streaks and equipments often. So that way it gives you an additional thing to grind and it unlocks more capabilities for these items. And then they have a new hybrid combat specialty system rewarding more play styles. So this is like a way to differentiate yourself from other players, because you can mix and match these specialties to unlock new ones, and the combos are pretty much going to be endless. So that way you can have a combo that other people don't have, and it can give you an advantage in multiplayer. The next one, next level Omni movement, basically the addition of wall jumping. So now you can actually wall jump 3 times in a row. The first time you'll have the full momentum, and then the second and third time it'll like slow you down a bit. So they mentioned you don't ping pong all over the map, but that's also a feature. And then no tack sprint by default, so you're automatically gonna have faster movement speed because of that. And then there's also no manual doors. You don't have to worry about knocking down doors. Or
Jesus, that's the 2 best news I heard so far, bro. Ever since 2019, I've been seeing doors. Shout out to Cold War. You did not have doors in your game, and I'm not talking about like the interactives where it's a block passway. So like if y'all know Skyline, you got that underneath, and then when you can come out, it's like it'll move the bookcase. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about doors that hate that shit. No tax sprint. About goddamn time. Tired of that shit. Goddamn tired. I'm really tired. Leave that shit to Warzone, man. Make multiplayer and Warzone 2 different entities. Even if you crossing over some of the guns, some of the movement, make it 2 different entities. So you got to play different on both of them games. And I'm fine with it. Hopefully the streak's good, man. Please, man. Or they're overclocking, making it even more powerful. I'm overclocking every powerful streak. Like, is it a limit? Can I overclock every streak? So say I'm rocking U8. Nah, fuck the UAV. Say I'm overclocking War Machine. Say I'm gonna have that VTOL. Say I'm gonna have that motherfucking Blackbird or Hater, whatever y'all gonna do with the names. You feel me? For the dunnies. Advanced UAV. Can I overclock all 3 of them, making them overpowered? Let me know.
Anything like that. And then they said the full multiplayer reveal at Call of Duty next on the 30th. And then you also have the trailer that we talked about already. But this is everything that you need to know. And this is the current schedule that we have for Black Ops 7. What are your thoughts and opinions? Are you looking forward to the multiplayer reveal or the zombies reveal more? But that's all they got for you guys.
Shout out to trailers, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe. I'm excited for the multiplayer. That's what I'm gonna be in majority of my Call of Duty time. That's what I always do. But I'm a for sure dabble in. I might get that zombies camo. I might get it. Grind for that too, especially if it look good. The reason I didn't get last year camo in Black Ops 6, bro, is because we already had these camos once before. Dark Matter, Diamond. The only thing we didn't have is that Dark Spawn shit. That's it. Like we had Dark Matter, BL3. We had this type of gold. What, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, and we had Diamond, Black Ops 4. Black Ops 3 Diamond was unique, but we ain't had that ever again. But yeah, I'm dabbling in both. I'm a gamer, bro, so I'm gonna play that shit for sure. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the gameplay fluid, fun. That's all I'm asking for. Hopefully the map's good. But I'm out of Scarlet Shirt. Let me know which one y'all ready for it, man.